Today we'll be taking a look at some Call of Duty Wonder Weapons. Now if you guys don't know, the Wonder Weapons are from the Call of Duty franchise, specifically the Nazi Zombies variant. It started out in Call of Duty World at War when they introduced Nazi Zombies, and then was eventually introduced into every single future Call of Duty release, which we now see that even the recent games have some form of Wonder Weapons. These weapons can range all the way from a demented looking shotgun to a crazy looking shrink ray, and of course the tried and true ray gun. We're going to take a look at every single one of these Wonder Weapons. Without further ado, if anyone did suggest this, they'll be down below. If you want to suggest a mod, do it in the comment section down below or in the Discord page in the description. Alright guys, how's it going? I know some of you did mention you wanted to see a whole video on the Wonder Weapons, and we've taken a look at some of them in the past. I believe in a 3 awesome mods, we looked at a few of them, but this is a full cohesive pack utilizing the TFA base. We get a huge amount of Wonder Weapons in one single pack. And I'm on this map where zombies automatically spawn, which make it very easy to demonstrate these weapons. So we're going to start off from the top. First things first, we have this crazy contraption. Now guys, I've played a few Call of Duties. You guys know how I feel about Call of Duty. It's kind of funny doing another Call of Duty mod showcase, and in fact it's funny how I do so many of them, despite me not being the biggest fan of the series, of course. But I can't deny how amazing and insanely awesome the Wonder Weapons are. This is, I gotta pull this up, the 3179 JGB215. What does that mean? Well, it means this thing can shrink. As you can see, it shrunk all of our zombies. We now have more of a cockroach. Oh. Wait. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened. Can you run over them like in Duke Nukem? Oh my god, you punt them like a little football. Yeet. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so amazed at the effects. Not only the screams of horror, but like also the fact that like their bodies just fly. Like look at this. Look at that. That looks so good. I love that. Seriously, amazing representation here in Gary's mod. I wonder if it looks like that in the actual Call of Duty game. But anyway, the weapon itself looks very interesting. You can see we got like some kind of ooze or a slug. It's like a demon slug. And then we got these very strange moving metal parts on the side of the weapon. But it's your tried and true shrink ray. Next up is one I know we've seen before, the Blundergat. The Blundergat is a crazy looking demonic shotgun that when you shoot it, well, once I reload it, of course, it shoots all 4 barrels. But of course, if you're fighting zombies, you'll probably leave the head crabs behind. In which case, I recommend you guys aim for the head, just to make sure that that does not happen. But if you're not careful, you'll only hit one target, which is not really what you're looking for, since it takes a little while to reload this weapon. Right there. What an asshole. Right there was a perfect example of how you want to use it. Super strong weapon. Like, I feel like we should be spawning a stronger zombie, so let's do that real quick. Here we go, the poison zombie. 175 health, that's pretty intense. So he's gonna throw a poison zombie at us, but we can blast him with one blow. So this thing at least does over 175 damage. This isn't really good for wave clear unless you really get a good group going, but you have to really make sure you aim. Oh, Jesus, he looks mad. But I will say one thing. This weapon is strong. Whatever it does hit is probably going to die. The paralyzer. This is a pretty wild looking weapon. I know some of the Wonder Weapons can look pretty trippy, but this one, wow. So what does it do? Right click does nothing. Left click. What in the world? You create like this like typhoon, and anything that gets within that radius gets immediately vaporized. Head crabs are a thing of the past. They jump at you. They don't want to jump into this. And look at that. You just create a field where no one can touch you. Okay, that's pretty OP. Honestly, if I was playing Nazi zombies, I would definitely pick this weapon up. Next up, the tried and true ray gun. So guys, when we played Nazi zombies, most of us had the amazing experience of playing maybe like on the Xbox or something back in the day, unless you've been a amazing PC Master Race user for your whole life, in which case I envy you. But if you played consoles in the past like the rest of us did, and some of us still do, you got the ray gun. And when you got this, you were the boss. No one would touch you. Everyone would always ask, hey, where's that dude with the ray gun at? Hey, come over here, man. You should shoot this whole horde over here. It was pretty much a full-time job. You were the ray gun guy. And the ray gun guy has returned, because in Gary's mod, you once again can be that ray gun guy. But of course, if you're playing alone like me, then it doesn't really matter. But you can see the immense force coming from the projectile, which is more akin to a laser than it is an actual physical object. But if you look, once you do hit them, they fly across the map, and it's immensely satisfying to do. Reload, the reload animations on all these weapons is absolutely phenomenal. So whoever just ported all these weapons over, they did so... Okay, what the hell was that? They did... This thing's like a miniature shotgun. Did you see how wide that was? Oh, I didn't even know you could break that. But, there is a problem with this weapon. It seems like occasionally, right there, the bullet goes right through the NPCs. So I'd aim more for the lower part of their bodies, just so you don't miss. Never mind, you'll still miss. It's kind of hit or miss, guys. Like, it's a little strange. Now let's kick it up a notch. This is the Ray Gun Mark II. So the upgraded version of the Ray Gun, which I didn't even know existed until this pack, or until I first downloaded this, which if you guys saw in my last video, the zombies one, you'll see we did use these weapons. This one is more of a two-handed affair, and it's more akin to an SMG than it is so a pistol. So pretty interesting. Reload, top notch. Very strong. It's actually not a fully automatic. It's a burst. So that's pretty interesting for this particular type of weapon. However, you're still going to get that immense strength you got with the original ray gun, albeit it seems like you'll be reloading just a little bit more often. But of course, you get that immense backlash of just shooting people in the face. They fly across the map just like the original ray gun. And it has this nice beefy feel to it. So I probably would pick this over the regular ray gun if accuracy isn't really a thing. If you want to clear waves quicker and hit more targets. And if you're quick enough, you can even probably hit multiples with the bullets. So this is pretty sweet. I'd say this is definitely an upgrade. Next up, we have the scavenger. The scavenger will at first look like a basic weapon, but of course it's anything but basic. It's a sniper. But you'll see, it is no ordinary sniper. It shoots a timed explosive. Oh god. That's the second time I've died from a head crab. So this thing is interesting because you can zoom in, shoot down like a bomb, wait, boom, and everything explodes. So very effective at keeping zombies away from you. However, there does not seem to be anything else to this weapon. Just go ahead, shoot down, it's bolt action. You can place multiples. The explosion radius is enormous, so you will not have any trouble dishing out the damage and clearing hordes. Forgive me if I say this one incorrectly. The liquefier? This looks like something out of Portal or Half-Life. Straight up. And I love it. So we shoot like this goop. It's like a... What is that? That is bizarre. Alright guys, so what this does is it makes a goop that, as you can see, when you step on it, well, it's not really represented very well in this game, but in Call of Duty, players and zombies could slip and fall on this ooze. Something else as well is when it comes into contact with a zombie, is they explode. We don't get that exactly here, but we do still get a chain reaction effect, which is what it's supposed to do in the game. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to affect every NPC, as we saw with the head crab. They were completely immune. But if you do this in a group, you could take the whole group out very easily. If only it was flammable, that would be awesome. Next up, we have the Thrustodyne Aeronautics. Is that you say that? Aeronautics Model 23. It's a freaking jet engine, which we did see this one before too. We did showcase this one. It seems to suck in an immense amount of air, as well as zombies. And I think the idea was that it would blend them inside of it, but unfortunately we don't get that exactly here. However, we still get the effect. Did he really just throw a prop at me? That isn't the first time I've died from something hitting my face, guys. This game is cruel. However, what's not cruel, or actually probably is very, very much cruel, is this weapon. This weapon certainly is pretty effective. And look, it even pulls you forward, as well as all the NPCs too. I want to see, how far does this work? When does this start to actually start pulling them? Okay. It honestly pulls them pretty far away, but you really have to focus on one individual NPC. However, what the? Oh. Really? So many things happen there in 1 second. If you overheat it, you'll drop the weapon and it'll explode. And you may or may not get hit with a road prop from a zombie. The thundergun. This is a classic right here. Straight up, if something's in your way and it's pissing you off, send that motherfucker flying. Here, let me put you out, bud. And that is my good deed of the day. Reloading is a cinch. Throw in the new whatever that is, and you can start blasting zombies just like you were before. And huge groups of them too. However, you do have to reload after 2 shots, which is a little iffy, but of course this is not a weapon you're going to be using all the time. Only use this in a very massive group, because at that point you'll be using it to its highest efficiency. The VR11. Oh, this is something straight out of like Crysis 3. So I have so many questions. What the hell was that? We turn him into like a businessman who then explodes into a plethora of blood and gore. This is the weirdest weapon in the pack so far. I'm sure it makes more sense in the game, but why does it turn him into a regular human and then he eventually explodes? It's just so strange. However, it's very effective at taking out crowds, which is what most of the Wonder weapons are good at doing. As you can see, this crowd right here, not a problem. Next up, we have the Winter's Howl. This is another pistol, looking pretty pistol-y, if I had to say. What does this do? Ooh. It shoots a nice cold breeze that's frigid enough to freeze zombies solid, and then once they're frozen, they eventually break into crystals and, well, die. But it does take more than 1 round. You can very easily get a whole group of them if you place your shots well. For instance, right there. And it can be a bit cumbersome to get them in line, but once you get some, look at that. Solid. See what I did there? Solid because it's ice and they're frozen. I can't forgive myself for that one. I'm sorry. Next up, the Wunderwaffe DG-2. This one. Ho 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 ho. This was the weapon you always would go to your friend's house and be like, hey man, did you download this new map? There's a new wonder weapon. Yeah, it's a freaking thundergun looking thing. However, it's not the thundergun. Don't get it confused. And you get this ability to create a tiny little ball that shocks everything within a specific radius. So definitely very effective at groups. Oh, that looks really cool. Are those like vacuum tubes? That is pretty freaking sweet. So go ahead, guys, hang out with some friends, shock some zombies, and you'll create a chain reaction, which apparently does connect once others come within the vicinity. The reload can take a little long to, well, reload, but it's not that big of a deal. This, like all Wonder weapons, really excel in a very big group. Okay, so what just happened there was, even though we only killed 1 zombie, a few more ended up coming within the range, and because of that, we ended up killing more than... Right there, see? It's like a chain reaction. It straight up connects to the other zombies nearby. Last up, but certainly not least, we have the dual-wielding zap guns. This looks trippy. They look like toys you'd get at Toys R Us, but if you thought that, you would be wrong. So, these are just seemingly very strong pistols. Oh, the reload looks really cool. I like how you have the blue and red. They seem to be the exact same thing. They do look different, however. But they seem to give the same results. And you can just go ham with these until you have to reload. They did a fantastic job. I am so impressed with what they've done. And I can't wait to see if they make more. For some reason, I can't give myself more ammo. Alternative mag. Oh! What? I am so glad I didn't forget this. Okay, you can combine them. What the hell just happened? That was very strange. You can combine the guns together. Oh my god. That is so bizarre. But that is so cool. How did I do that? And how do I separate them? Okay, so it's E and R. E and R together will do that for you. Alright guys, I did check just to make sure, and I didn't find any added functionality to the others using the same button prompts that this one has. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching to the end of this video. If you did like what you saw, please leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. Also, if you want to leave a suggestion down below, do it in the comment section, as well as my Discord page, or you could go ahead and leave a comment, let me know what you thought about the video. I will be starting back up my VR channel, and I seriously mean that. It's been 2 years, but I'm going to start doing some VR reviews. I've been really into VR lately, and I really want to bring it back. And, oh god, I love getting hit by props. So check out all the links to my YouTube channels down in the description, as well as all the mods used in this video. Thank you all so much for watching to the end. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, my friends, thanks for watching, and farewell. If you want to see the last video I did, click on the left, and a random video on my channel will be on the right. Thanks for watching, and until next time.